Let's dive into this rich and compelling storybook tarot spread for Libra, covering mid-April to mid-May 2025. This 10-card psychic intuitive tarot card reading feels like a full narrative arc, tracing challenge, growth, interpersonal drama, and finally mental clarity and empowerment. It looks like a significant and intense month ahead, and I'll break it down card by card with deep insight into each placement, and then tie it all together with your final card. And remember, this reading is for anyone with Libra in their chart, in their sun, moon, or rising sign. So let's dive in. Your tarot secrets await. The Ten of Wands opens the story with a strong sense of burden. Libra, you've likely been carrying too much physically, emotionally, or energetically. There may be obligations you took on to keep the peace, which is your natural instinct, but now it's overwhelming. This could also suggest you're nearing burnout. You're starting this period under the weight of accumulated obligations, perhaps physical, emotional, or mental. You may have taken on too much or are trying to carry burdens that aren't entirely yours. This card is Libra's wake-up call. It's time to delegate, release what's not yours, and simplify. You might be sacrificing your own needs to maintain harmony, but this card warns against burnout. It's time to prioritize and let go of unnecessary pressure. You're not meant to carry the world on your own. Next, the Eight of Wands comes in. This card brings in a sudden shift. It brings a burst of energy, communication, or travel. After the burden of the Ten of Wands, something starts to move quickly, almost unexpectedly. After the slow drag of the Ten of Wands, this card feels like someone lit a fire beneath your feet. Emails, messages, or offers could fly in. Things that were stalled suddenly take off. It feels like the universe responding after a long silence. Get ready to act fast. Timing is everything now. Opportunities are landing. Don't hesitate. Trust your instincts. Now, the Three of Pentacles comes out, a card of teamwork, collaboration, and craftsmanship. You're stepping into a period where teamwork and community will be essential. This marks a crucial turning point. You're not in this alone. This card suggests working with others in a meaningful way, whether professionally, creatively, or spiritually. There is value in what you're building, and people are noticing. Your unique skills are finally being appreciated. This card shows you are building something meaningful, likely with others. There's recognition of your skills and ideas, especially in work or a creative project. Support is available, but only if you're open to it. Don't isolate yourself. You're better together. Build, create, and plan with others. Your input is needed. Align with those who respect your input. Seek shared goals. Next, the Six of Wands, which is a card of victory and recognition. A huge win is coming. This card shows public recognition, success, and validation after hard work. You're emerging victorious. After a long internal and possibly external battle, this card brings a moment of celebration and validation. You are seen, appreciated, and supported by your community, or will be soon. Recognition is on the horizon. Libra, this could be a major breakthrough or triumph in your career, creative life, or even in resolving a long-standing issue. You're getting the acknowledgement you deserve. Stand proud. You've earned your spotlight. Let yourself shine. Bask in it. You've earned this. But remember, humility sustains victory. Then the Three of Cups, reversed, comes out. In reverse, it means disconnection or overindulgence. This card hints at disharmony in friendships or social circles. This could point to gossip, strained friendships, or overdoing social pleasures. Some relationships may not be as joyful or honest as they seem. Be mindful of who you trust. Reversed, this card often suggests the need to pull back from a toxic trio or group dynamic. Maybe you feel disconnected from your usual support system. It can also point to gossip or over partying as a distraction. Take note of who's genuinely celebrating you and who isn't. Not all cheers are sincere. Reassess your tribe and how you're showing up in your relationships. Your sixth card is the Five of Wands, a card of conflict and competition. There's tension in the air, a bit of chaos enters. You may feel surrounded by competition, bickering, or people talking over one another. But this doesn't have to be bad. Sometimes it's just growing pains. Perhaps it's friendly competition, but it could easily veer into ego battles and misunderstandings. You may be clashing with others over differing visions or trying to prove your value. It could be internal struggles. Also playing out here, you might be doubting your next steps or torn between choices. Remember, conflict isn't always bad. It can spark growth, but don't lose your balance trying to win every argument. Stay centered, stay grounded. Don't get pulled into ego wars. Next came the Ace of Cups, reversed, which is about emotional blockage. There's a closed-off heart here. You may be suppressing emotions, avoiding vulnerability, or healing from a past hurt. Love, creativity, or spiritual connection feels blocked or out of reach. You may be healing from heartache or resisting vulnerability. It's a call to reconnect with your emotional self and stop pouring from an empty cup. Self-love must come first. Your cup is empty right now. It's okay to retreat and refill it. This is a gentle nudge toward emotional self-care. Emotional renewal is possible, but only when you allow yourself to feel and heal. And then the Tower, reversed, jumped out. And it is about resisting transformation. A major internal shakeup is happening, but you might be resisting it. You're resisting this necessary collapse, and that the shakeup is happening slowly, or you're trying to avoid it. Whether it's a job, relationship, or belief system, the structure is unstable and must fall to be rebuilt properly. The breakdown might be a mindset, a relationship, or a situation. The foundation is cracking and rebuilding is scary, but it's essential. So let what needs to fall, fall. You're only delaying your rebirth by holding on. Let go before the universe does it for you. Rebirth awaits. Your ninth card is the Five of Swords, a card of conflict, ego, and hollow victories. It suggests there's a moment of confrontation coming. You or someone else may win a fight, but it feels empty afterward. And at what cost? This card reflects the aftermath of conflict, perhaps linked to the Five of Wands and the reverse Tower you had earlier. This card is about choosing your battles and knowing when to walk away. Pride and stubbornness could be at play, either yours or someone else's. This card warns against manipulation, selfishness, or speaking harsh truths without compassion. You may need to walk away for your peace. Not every battle is worth fighting. Choose peace over pride. And your final card, which summarizes the energy during this time, is the King of Swords, a card of clarity, authority, and strategic thinking. The King of Swords is you, Libra, when you are fully aligned with your air sign nature. This final card says that despite all the emotion, confusion, and chaos, You come out wiser, with a clear mind and sharp truth. You're stepping into your power as a communicator, strategist, and leader. Rational, just, and firm, but not cold. This is your essence for the whole cycle. You're being called to rise into your mental clarity, discernment, and intellectual strength. This king is balanced, rational, and wise. Exactly what Libra needs to be after all the emotional and energetic upheaval of this spread. Lead with wisdom, not emotion. Detach, observe, and act with precision. The truth will be your sword and shield. So, Libra, this is a month of intensity, shifts, and self-mastery. You're moving from a place of heavy burdens and emotional confusion to one of truth, structure, and mental clarity. Relationships, both platonic and romantic, may go through tests. There's a major inner rebirth in the works, and resisting it will only prolong discomfort. But by the end of this cycle, you're embodying the King of Swords. You are clear, fair, powerful, and in full control of your truth. This spread is a rich tale of burden, awakening, conflict, and liberation. While there are interpersonal and emotional tests throughout, your journey ends in clarity and control. Your sword is not for war, but for wisdom. Use it to set boundaries, speak truth, and to lead. Thanks for joining me, Libra, for your mid-April to mid-May 2025 tarot reading. Don't forget to check out my eBay store for all your magical, metaphysical needs. So until next time, take care.